Hey, you guys, and welcome to the Lofi-Network. Pisces Soul Drop. I want to get into some general messages for you. And of course, anything you need from me can be found down below in the description box. So, Pisces, I believe that you're in a point of your life where you could be in a space of dreams realized. I do feel like you could be in a very solid, stable space in your life or beginning to build and expand on that. I feel like your intuition is playing a heavy part in this, and I feel like your intuition is really guiding you to something very purposeful. I feel like this will also just be the beginning of things beginning to be accomplished for you. I feel like you're about to be a very accomplished individual. I feel like you're about to receive like recognition and reward that could be significant, but I feel like there's this building that is beginning to happen, like the building stages of something. This could be the beginning process of breaking ground. I'm seeing a foundation, so building on top of something very solid is very significant, and I feel like that's what it is. I feel like you're off rocky ground. I feel like the instabilities in your life have finally smoothed out and you are able to build on a solid, stable ground. I feel like you're about to put into action some plans that you've always wanted to do, but I feel like these things are just things that you wanted to manifest. This could be owning a business. This could just be receiving some sort of promotion, going after some sort of passion, craft, art. But manifestation as a whole, breaking free, breaking out of a cycle is very significant at this time. So listen, you know a lot. You know a lot. You know a lot about your life. You know a lot about your experiences. You know a lot about what you've gone through. But then also, there's a lot that you don't know, that you're looking for clarity on, that you're looking for insight on. Why not get a skilled professional, a veteran, somebody who's been doing this for a very long time? Check out our sponsor, Psychic Source. Okay. Check down below in the description box. After you click the link, using my unique code, JMarion, you can get up to 40 minutes of clarity and insight for only $19.80. Okay. This is for new members. And if you're not satisfied with that insight and that clarity that you receive or your service, you can get your money back. Guaranteed. No muss, no fuss. Not a problem at all. Okay. So I feel like this will be very beneficial to you. I've benefited from it. People on my channel, the tribe, the Lofi-Network, we've benefited from it, as well as countless others outside of that. So why not join the many of us who got clarity and insight and were able to maybe take a step forward in another direction, or just get clarity and be able to fill a space and have it be full, healthy, and sound mind. Those details down below in the description box. And now on to your reading. Divine, what is the overall message you want us to know here? Messages concerning Pisces. Okay. So flipping out first, we have the Death. Okay. And then we also have the Fool. So there definitely is a new beginning that is happening. I feel like this was something that was necessary. This is something that was fated. It feels like it was fated to happen. I feel like this is also what one would consider a leap of faith. This could be something that you're trying again here, as well as what I'm hearing. A second chance or a second try on something here. Okay. Another opportunity is what I'm feeling as well. Four of Pentacles. This is something you could have definitely been holding on to, holding back from, or even saving for a very specific time. Okay. Divine, tell me about the Death and the Fool. Move forward, please. Okay, as well as the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, a second chance, a second shot is also what I'm feeling with the Six of Pentacles. With the Devil, I feel like there's at the bottom of the deck, there's many different things that you've set yourself free. I feel like you've broken free of a cycle. You're free of some sort of bondage, something that was holding you back, maybe holding back some sort of resources. I feel like a karmic lesson was learned here for you at this moment in time, and I feel like this is something that is being paid back to you, something gifted to you. It just definitely feels like something spiritual here at this present moment. I'm not feeling any other person or being here. I'm feeling more something like a being, yes, but definitely spiritual. Divine, what else? It feels like karmic reward is what it feels like. Okay, and we have the Ace of Pentacles, and generally aces are something that are gifted from the divine. I know it can feel like other things as well, but it most certainly feels like a gift, some sort of resource, something that you will be able to use. To use to what I'm hearing is help jumpstart something here. So something was stalled is what I'm feeling like. I feel like there's something that you started, or this was something that you were consistently doing, but you didn't have enough resources in order to really push something, because something that you have is really fruitful. It's like really abundant, plentiful. It's really good. Resourceful is what I'm hearing, but you didn't have the resources to help you get something started for real. So I feel like you're about to get jump started. A boost could be significant here. Divine, what else? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and we have the 10 of Pentacles, a boost, a hell of a boost, to be perfectly honest. I feel like this is going to like really be able to benefit you in the long run, because we did speak of you having something very plentiful, you having something very wonderful. I do feel like some sort of gift or whatever you do, you're going to be able to, if you want to, you're going to be able to pass it down from generation to generation. So generational wealth at this present time is very significant. You may have felt like you were going after stability for yourself, but what you're coming to find out is you're going to be able to have something that will really be able to just span the test of time, really. Divine, clarify what the death is here for me, please. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups as well as the Two of Pentacles. I feel like options and choices were significant. There was a certain way, but once again, I'm hearing second time around with the Ace of Cups as well as the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're about to get another opportunity to do something again, something that you wanted to do. I feel like after the end of something, because Divine, what is on the other side of this Ace of Cups? What happened to put us in this space? Okay, Ace of Cups, King of Swords, as well as the Four of Pentacles. But let me get a solid one. Divine, clarify, please. One card, please. Okay. So we have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, so on the opposite end of this is just something that's clarifying a new opportunity. I feel like you just got a new opportunity to do something else and you put an end to something else. But I feel like this is going to be more so in something that you love. I do feel like you are going to once again receive some sort of recognition and reward with whatever you do. I'm seeing the Six of Wands for some reason, and maybe it'll show itself. But I do feel like you are going to be out in the forefront. This is something that a lot of people are supposed to see for some reason. Divine, can I have one more with this Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups? Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. Yes, so there was some sort of hidden competition, surrounding you. I feel like this is something that you've most certainly gotten away from, or even put an end to. Your reputation is going to precede you. So even before you get into spaces, people are going to start to know your name or know you in some capacity because of something that you've done. Okay. Divine, tell me about the Fool here. Yeah, we have the World as well as the Eight of Pentacles. So this most certainly is concerning something that you're mastering. I feel like this is something that you are getting an opportunity to do again. So once again, with the Fool as well as the World, this is nothing but faith. This is nothing but new opportunities. This is nothing but the end and the beginning of many different things. But it's the beginning of something that you've mastered, something you're really good at, with the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, at the bottom of the deck. So thus far, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and now the Ace of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So this definitely speaks of new beginnings. I do feel like travel, once again, is going to be very significant for you all. Travel has shown up a lot lately. Movement has shown up a lot as well. So travel could be significant, and it doesn't have to be from state to state. It could just be from city to city. So you could be staying in the same state, but you may have to move because of just just travel expenses or something like that. Divine, what else with the Eight of Pentacles? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So there definitely is something that you are, what I'm hearing is restoring. I feel like you're gaining something back here. This could be a gaining of momentum. This could be gaining of stability in some way. Divine, before we move forward, tell me about the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so we do have the Nine of Pentacles as well as the High Priestess. So yeah, guidance. You definitely have listened to yourself. Nine of Pentacles, even before we get to the Ten of Pentacles. So definitely there's a nod towards you receiving some sort of self-fulfillment, being able to really be independent, being able to enjoy yourself. This is something I feel like you were guided to do with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, because you may have been in some state of lack, but I do feel like you prayed for an opportunity. You've prayed for some sort of resource, a sign, an intuitive nudge, something to get you out of a situation. And I feel like that's exactly what happened for you. I feel like a prayer has been answered here. A prayer will be answered where you're going to get some sort of insight to gain some sort of independence. Divine, tell me about the High Priestess. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely going to put an end to some sort of lack mentality that you have. And I feel like with what you do gain insight on with the Four of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, with what you do gain insight on, you'll be able to meditate on it. And I feel like you're going to have clear action concerning your movements moving forward. But whatever this is a very abundant opportunity for you with the Six of Pentacles. I feel like blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings is nothing what this feels like. And I feel like this is going to build feel or appear unbelievable, but I feel like, hey, when you believe, anything is possible. Divine, Six of Pentacles. This doesn't feel like anybody is going to give you this. This feels like nobody did this but the divine, but God. We have the Five of Cups here with the Six of Pentacles. Divine, tell me about the Five of Cups. Three of Swords. You've been through a lot. Is that the reason why, Divine? Yeah, Two of Swords. You've been through a lot. So 32 could be significant. Three of Swords, Two of Swords. I feel like you made a conscious decision concerning your state of being, your health. I'm also hearing mental health could be significant here as well, because I feel like a lot of things that happened to you played on that type of mentality within you. It played on your mental health because people instilled many different things in you. But I feel like there is a conscious decision to change here as well. So lavender may be significant for some of you all here. Okay, lavender may be very significant for some of you all here. Divine, Two of Swords. So Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're most certainly about to be on the receiving end of something that you worked yourself out of. You really worked yourself out of a real lack mindset, and this is concerning many different avenues in your life. You worked your way up and you really have built yourself up to a space where there's a lot more confidence. I feel like you know exactly who you are, you know exactly where you're headed, you know exactly what you're doing. I feel like you know exactly where you're going. You know it. With the Ten of Wands, you've been through many different things, but I feel like there's a lot that you know how to handle now. Because you're doing this with such ease now, and whether it looks like you're doing it with ease or not, I know you're tired, but there's something you still have the strength to do. You still have the strength to do this, the capability to do this, and I feel like you worked yourself out of a very tumultuous situation here, and I feel like you're in the space once again of recognition and reward. I feel like you're about to receive something that is getting ready to change your life. Divine, Ace of Pentacles here. We have the Lovers here concerning this Ace of Pentacles. Divine, can you clarify the Lovers before me? Okay, so we have the Chariot. So you most certainly have a choice in coming your way with this Ace of Pentacles. This Ace of Pentacles is bringing about a decision. This is something that's going to come very quickly. I feel like this is something that is going to require quick attention, swift action here as well. Yeah. Divine, tell me what else here? The Chariot, the Lovers. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords. This decision may stress you out for some reason. I feel like this Ace of Pentacles is still good, but I feel like this is going to stress you out for some reason. With the Hermit here at the bottom of the deck. So 99 could be significant. The name Marcus may be significant. Marcus. I'm also seeing Michael. Okay. What else, Divine? Okay. And then we have the Three of Wands. Yeah. So I do feel like you're going to have to make a decision ultimately. And this decision is going to require a lot of clarity, a lot of thought. But I do feel like you're not going to have a lot of time. This may be like an overnight. You may have 2 days at the most to make some sort of decision of whether you want to do something again. Divine, lastly, for the Three of Wands. And what is the Three of Wands, Divine? Yeah, the Magician. I feel like this is all to do with whether you want to do something or not. And I do feel like you're going to do it with the Magician, because the Magician is going to take action. You know, I feel like you have in places that you were lacking in, you now have the resources. The Magician has all the resources that they need available to them. The Cup, the Sword, the Pentacle, the Wand in hand. As above, so below, so internal, so external. The connection is there. Everything is right. With the Magician, when they create all of the ingredients, whatever they need is available to them, and it's all in timing. So in the resources that you lacked, you now have them, and I do feel like now with those resources, Nine of Pentacles, you're able to do whatever you need to do. 10 of Pentacles, Divine, clarify. Okay, the Temperance flew out, nod to the Temperance. Divine, 10 of Pentacles. So we have the Nine of Cups. This 10 of Pentacles is concerning your desires. Like, even though it may involve other people eventually, this is involving something that you've done on your own. You've done this by yourself. I feel like, most people won't be able to take that. But with the 10 of Wands that was showing up earlier at the bottom of the deck, there's just a lot that you've been able to do. And I feel like the workload that you were able to carry is going to pay off for you. I feel like you were taking that workload somewhere else, and you were going to receive compensation, is what I'm hearing. So 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 10 to 9, chronological synchronicity. Divine, what else here? 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. So we have the Four of Swords. Yes. So I feel like this is that action that you took that you were in hefty consideration of. I feel like you taken a lot of time to heal here as well. And I feel like with whatever you receive, you are worthy of it. Yeah, you're worthy of it. Divine, what else with the 9 of Cups, 4 of Swords? Knight of Cups. Yes, this is something that you attracted in. I feel like this is something that you knew that you had coming to you with the High Priestess showing itself earlier. This is something that you knew you had coming to you. And once again, you are in total alignment of something, because I feel like just as much as you want something, something wants you here as well. I feel like you've listened to yourself. I feel like you've taken the advice that you need, which is sometimes to just be still. Okay, be still, Queen of Pentacles. Be still and just be receptive to what you know you have coming to you. Divine, Knight of Cups, lastly here. We have the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. Last one for me, Divine. Yeah, so the High Priest, yeah. So you have some sort of hefty contract. Let's just call it a contract. You have some sort of hefty contract, karma. So karmic justice. So rounding this all up, you have some sort of hefty contract that you may have filled, that you may have completed. If you believe in karmic justice, if you believe in karmic balance, there's something that has either been completed, there's something that either you're about to be rewarded, or there is something that you're getting ready to do so that you can receive some sort of reward. But either way it goes, recognition and reward are very significant for you. Growth, elevation, and then just abundance, because you've been doing the work. So there's something about you you doing the work and you receiving the reward for doing the work. I feel like this is something you've waited a while for, but I feel like in due season we shall reap a harvest of blessings if we faint not. Okay. Pisces Soul Tribe, that was your reading. Hopefully this message resonates with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and you're able to take something from it that you could use. Of course, if there's anything you need from me, you can find those details down below in the description box. And of course, that includes our sponsor, Psychic Source. Okay, get that clarity, get that insight, get clear mind. You know a lot. You know a lot. But there's still some things that you don't, that you may need guidance on, and sometimes you just need other perspective, a third party source that's unbiased, that will tell you the truth. Okay, so anyway, check those details down below in the description box. And as always, my good people, remember to conquer this day, and see you in the network. Bye, guys.